With you in a minute.
No rush.
Tomorrow. It's going to be worth it, I promise. So, right. This year, 2016, as you all probably know, we've lost so many famous people. David Bowie. Excuse me. David Bowie. Victoria Wood. Prince. Alan Rickman.
Terry Wogan.
Terry Wogan, yeah. So tonight, just one of the people, we're going to do a tribute. Hopefully you'll like it, and hopefully you'll find it funny. So, it's me again. If you could, imagine we are back in the 70s again. Those of us old enough to remember this.
Two Ronnies.
Good evening! It's nice to be with you again, isn't it, Ronnie?
Yes, it is. And in a packed programme tonight, we'll be talking to the car designer who crossed a Toyota with a Quasimodo and came up with a hatchback of Notre Dame.
We'll also be hearing from Britain's most absent-minded man, who ended up in hospital today after receiving a nasty bump on his head. He rushed upstairs after realising he'd forgotten something. He'd forgotten he lived in a bungalow.
But first, the news. There was sad news today when the funeral took place of Mr. Spencer P. Dobson, a famous compiler of crosswords. After a short service, he was buried 6 down and 3 across.
There was disaster in the West End tonight when the musical Wasps opened and the entire cast got stuck behind the curtain.
Traffic news. A juggernaut has shed its load of onions all over the Exeter bypass. Motorists are advised to find a hard shoulder to cry on.
And a cement mixer has collided with a prison van on the M6. Motorists have been told to look out for 16 hardened criminals.
Sport now. In the Magic Circle golf tournament this afternoon, the great Misto paused at the 13th hole and turned his golf ball into a toad. Afterwards, he got a toad in the hole in one.
Latest news on the bullion robbery at Truro police station. A man who's as deaf as a post, doesn't speak English, with a terrible stutter, bad breath and squeaky shoes, is not helping the police with their inquiries.
Crime news. Ronnie Knuckles was buried today at a service attended by the criminal underworld. As a mark of respect, the ceremony ended with 2 minutes violence.
There was good news today for the burglar who fell into a combine harvester whilst on the run last week. His family said he'll soon be out on bail.
In other news, George Trimble, Blackpool's longest-serving deck chair attendant, was feeling better after collapsing at work. It took 5 people 40 minutes to work out how to get him up again.
After a series of crimes in the Glasgow area, Chief Inspector McTavish has announced that he's looking for a man with one eye. And if he doesn't find him, he's got to use 2 eyes.
The world's greatest jigsaw puzzle designer was divorced today after his wife found out he was keeping a piece on the side.
Military news. The Ministry of Defence has announced new pay scales for the Army, heavily favouring the NCOs. Said the new recruits, it's all very well for the sergeants and the corporals, but it's a nasty blow to the privates.
At an awards ceremony today, the man who invented the zip fastener was honoured with a life peerage. He will now be known as the Lord of the Flies.
Finally tonight, Brendan Hogweed, London's famous underground busker, received an award today for teaching his dog Lucas how to play the trumpet. When asked for a quote, Mr. Hogweed said, "It only took about an hour to get from barking to tooting."
Still to come, there will be a sketch featuring ghosties and ghoulies.
Where I get caught by the ghosties.
And I get caught by surprise.
Until then, it's good night from me.
And it's good night from him.
Good night.